Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So what I have for you guys today is Rainbow Six Siege tips and trick spots on the map Consulate, however you want to say it. But anyway, let's get right into the video. So we're going to be downstairs here today, kind of by the archives, as you guys may know, right by this little area. Now this was shown to me by ENL Melody, so shout out to him for showing this to me. Now you're probably going to want to use a shotgun for this, maybe a C4 later on if you can figure out right where to place it. But once you finally figure out how to do this with a little bit of practice, you should be able to do it pretty easy from then on. So you're just going to want to shoot out the wall at about like hip height or so, right about here. You don't have to go all the way over that area if you don't want to. You're just going to make sure that there's enough to vault through so that you're not going to hit your head on the ceiling or just like on the little wall area. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to shoot all this out. Okay, so as you guys can see here, now we have a nice little hole. Now I did have to shoot a little bit lower just to break these off, so it might be a little bit more difficult, but you should be okay. You're going to want to take your shield and place it kind of right where this is, like right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go like that. Pretty good, I think. I think we'll be able to do it from right there. You're going to come over here, wait for the vault. Now hopefully it puts you onto your shield. Maybe readjust a little bit if it doesn't. And you're going to want to come onto the tip of your shield and then walk across to over here. So something like that. You might want to do it a little bit quickly so you don't fall off. Then you're just going to come in here. Now you can just sit and prone in here like this. Or if you want to be really sneaky, you can go ahead and come all the way back here. No one's going to be able to see you if they walk by here and you don't have a laser sight like I do. No one's going to be able to see you here and you're going to get a free kill. I almost guarantee it. As you guys can see how black it is back here. I don't even see what we're crawling into. So you should be fine as long as you're sitting all the way back. So I'd really recommend checking this out if you are defending the archives. But anyway, let's move on to our next spot. So our next spot here today is going to be in this main lobby area. This is very nice if you're defending this or defending that room over there. We're going to be getting on top of this tree. So it's a pretty easy little thing to do. You're just going to come and take and place your shield over here. Now it can be a little bit difficult if you can't find the right vault spot. So you're just going to keep going like this until you can finally, it puts you up on the shield. You don't want to jump over like that. So hopefully we get it. Okay, so as you guys can see here, I finally positioned it right. You're just going to kind of come from this way, and you're going to want to jump up like that. Now it should boost you up here. Now you're going to want to find the vault spot that's on here, right there. Now you can just sit on here if you'd like. This is perfectly fine, but if you want to take it one step further, you can come over here. Now this is a little bit tricky, and you might get knocked off a little bit, so you're going to want to try and run towards the middle of the tree, and hopefully it'll let you on without knocking you off. As you guys can see, it's a little bit messed up, and obviously it's because you're probably not supposed to be up here. And if anyone shoots a tree pot, and I believe it's going to fall down, so you're going to want to be careful with that. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to try and get on this tree. You can kind of do that if we wanted to, and if you crouch, then you're good. So you're going to want to make sure you get that where you're kind of floating, and then crouch, and you should be fine up here. So as you guys can see, this is a very nice spot. You are very high off the ground, and it's going to be a very awkward spot for your enemies to see you, especially if they're just coming from there. They're not going to see you all the way up here. So this is a very nice spot, and I'd recommend checking it out. Anyway, we're going to move on to our next spot, so we'll just go grab our shield. So the next spot isn't anything in particular. This is just something I found quite interesting and thought I would show you guys. So what you can do is if you're in this room, the office room, and you find any of these little white desks, this one isn't the greatest because it's in front of a window, but you can go under here and lay like this. Now that's really nice, especially if you're like playing hide and seek with your friends or something, or you're just trying to hide in this room in general. Any of these you can go into, just got to look at them and then go in, especially like the little dark ones or the ones that are way in the back of the room like this one. It's really nice because if you're defending this in a secure area and they have to come in here, they're going to be looking all over for you if you're just sitting in here like this. So it's really cool, and I'd recommend you guys check it out if you didn't already know about it. Now the last spot that I have for you guys today before we get into the tricks is right here in the main lobby. All that you have to do is come over here. Now I already shot it out, but you're going to want to shoot like right here just so that it allows you to crawl in here. I'm not sure why, but you have to shoot that area right there. So you can crawl right in here and hide. Now you could also just maybe shoot it out a little bit more if you want to, and then like look out the front door there if you like. I don't really like doing that. I just like hiding in here, but you can do whatever you want. So that's a pretty cool little spot too if you guys would like to check that out. But let's get into the tricks. Okay, so now we're going to be moving into the hatch locations from the top floor. You guys may have seen this video already, so if you have, you can click off this video right now. But if you haven't, like I would assume a lot of you guys haven't, this is a very useful tip. This is a very useful tip where you can watch basically the hatch that leads into the basement floor. So as you guys can see, right there is the hatch, so you can just sit right here and watch the hatch and see if anyone's going to go into it, and if they are, obviously you can shoot them and then just run away from this little hole like you were never there. So that's one of the hatches. That one is by kind of where the archives is right above it. The other one is going to be in here. If you'd like to watch this one, you can shoot right through here, watch that like so. So that's a pretty nice little spot too. That one isn't as good in there because you're right in front of the window, but it's still pretty good nonetheless. And now you're going to come in here and you can see this one. If you shoot right about there, should be good. You got to make sure you get all the way through though. Oh, there's all this garbage in the way. Shoot another hole or two. And as you guys can see, that hatch is right there also. So this is a really nice one too. This is also leading into the archives. So this one's archives. That one's pretty close to the archives over there. Now the other hatch in this map is going to be in this room. Now sadly, you're going to have to shoot through this hatch to see it. But if you shoot a little corner out like so, the hatch is right there. If you just move around some of this garbage, you'd be able to see it. But that's the one in the main lobby. So if you want to see the main lobby hatch, you got to come to this room and you got to look right there and you'll be able to see it. So that's all the hatches and all the tips and tricks I have for this map. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you'd like to see another one like this, make sure you leave a like on the video. We got way over 400 likes on the last video, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.